How are you feeling? You got John Riggs here, and are you sick of seeing this thing yet? The trash dove. On one hand, I don't know. I'll reserve my opinions for this. However, you can't deny how popular it is. So I want to put this trash dove in a video game, in a Nintendo game. And I thought, what a better game than Joust? So I'm going to apply this to Joust. I already have the Joust ROM open. I'm using Tile Layer Pro. This is the program I use to edit Nintendo games. And let's just move some of these characters over here. I bet this is player 1, basically. And probably player 2 if you're playing 2-player. That's one animation. And there's no legs on these ones. There's the little... So this must be flying. That's flap. There's the flap button. Wings down, wings up. And we can see the difference here. We can change these colors to what the colors are in Joust. So that's that. Off the top of my head, oh, it's a really weird kind of... Like something like that's... I want to see like the rest of it's almost like a bluish color. And so that's what it looks like here. I'm going to transfer to the arranger so I can see what it looks like over here. All right, we're going to change these colors in-game too. So don't worry about all that. And then here's just the standing. So really, we're going to be working with this, which is 16 by 16 pixels. We'll do the best we can. Oh, perfect. Okay. And then that must be standing. Then this, I bet this one's running. Just like the ladies out here so I can see kind of what I have to work with. For the sake of this demonstration, I think I'll leave the legs the way they are, but I'll worry about changing these. And I'll probably just be as simple as taking the same graphic and moving it over. Except for the flap, I might do the floppy head down. So let's have a look at that. I forgot what I was working on here. We'll just try it that way. We'll try it that way. So, I have this thing handy. And I'm gonna move this over to the other window so I have a reference point. I could probably shrink it down, kind of. Oh yeah, I could totally shrink it down. That'll work. Perfect. All right. Well, let's get started. First thing I'm gonna do, and this is gonna keep on. Oh, that's the wrong button. Close out of there. We don't need you right now. Let a look at my window bar there. It's not a problem though. All right. So we have this. And it's facing the wrong way. And I don't think I could just flip this on this. I could. I'll have this thing facing the wrong way too. If that makes sense. Okay, this thing's going to keep on moving out of the way, so I'm just going to move it over here. You just have to trust that I'm also looking at it. So, I'm going to get rid of a lot of this. This black is the transparency graphic. Get rid of that. So you see it's missing there. And I'm immediately going to change the colors. Let's go. It's 2 shades of purple and then has the yellow eye. And I want to keep that yellow eye for sure. So we'll have one of them be yellow. And then we'll do like a light purple and a dark purple. And then we'll change this through the hex editing when we start the game too. This is just for my own reference. It doesn't actually change the colors in the game. So if I take this image and slice it in quarters, this first half is going to have just this part of the head. And that's about it, really. And it uses the light purple, so I'll do a very rudimentary design here. And that's probably. And then it has black is the transparency. It's also the something like that to round out the eye. Yeah, it's actually not so bad. You can see a little preview up there of what's going to look like. I'll give it the beak also. Let's see, the beak is up here, kind of. I'll give him a little bit more of a pronounced beak. Yeah. Or do I want it up there? Erase that. Yeah, I think I like that. I think we'll go with that. We'll leave that part of the purple there. All right. Well, there's part of it. Actually kind of good. All right. I mean, a little bit. I mean, it's not perfect, but work within your guidelines. You know what? And I'll leave it. It looks a little awkward. Yeah, I'll leave it like that. That looks fine. All right, this part. It's gonna be a whole bunch of this darker purple. Looks almost blue on here, but that's all right. Get rid of that. So it's starting to take shape here. And I'll add some more. I'll add a little bit more here. It's going to have this little, has this little hump back there, and then it has some feathers on the end. I want to work on that part first. So there goes the joust part. There's the joust area. So it kind of comes up, and then it feathers out. And that's, I mean, you just got to work, that's the only part of the canvas you have. That's what you got to work with. I'm going to change this color purple so I can see a little bit easier. Oh, I can see that purple a lot easier. Perfect. And that almost looks, I mean, it's not great. It's not perfect. It's not going to be perfect by any means. None of this that we're going to do is going to be perfect by any means. And this part kind of comes up a little bit, doesn't it? And I'll make this available too if you want to add on to it or do whatever you want to do with it. Because that part kind of comes down a little bit. I'm going to have to shorten that. You know, that's actually kind of good. I kind of like that. There's this little light purple again for the wing. We'll add that right there too. Where does that put it? Right there. Go up here a little bit. Add that there. Gotta go to this frame. Add a couple things over here. Again, not going to be perfect, but we'll do the best we can. Yeah, how about that? Something like that. We can round out the neck a little bit too. Yeah. So let's just say we just use this. It's facing the wrong way, by the way. Here's it in its natural color, its natural habitat. That's too funny. And then we'll give the legs part too. The only other color I have purple, and I have this yellowish color that I'm going to turn to yellow or orange. So we'll add that as part of kind of the legs, I guess. Something like that. Want to do that? We could do like maybe. Does that look ridiculous? That looks kind of ridiculous. You know what? For this demonstration, we'll work with it. We'll rock with it. Now this I'm going to use for the same. This is the top, and this is the bottom, and then this part's going to be the flap down. And I'm going to use this. This is going to be kind of weird, but I'm going to drag this over to where it should be, which is right here. I'm going to flip it. This is the back part. Take that, flip it. Oh, you know what? I never did finish the feathering. I don't know. There's not a whole lot I can do with the feathering though. So again, for this demonstration, maybe like that. It's actually kind of cool. Okay. Well, there we go. Alrighty. I altered that just a little bit. Here's the front part, which will be here. And then here's the back part, which would go here. Flip that around. Now, to confuse you even more, I'm going to put these back, but now they're facing the right direction. And I have to remember that this frame here is now flap down. So for flap down, if I can, I'm going to try to make the head go down here. And I'm going to try, I don't think it's going to be as easy as just dragging this here to this frame and then flipping it. But I'm going to start with that. And you'll see what I'm doing here in a second. So right now, left alone, it would do that when I hit frame down. And that's not what we want. But I'm going to keep that part the same. That part's going to be all right. And we'll kind of do a little bit of this. And then we will remove this part. And it's going to be this huge loppy part of the neck here. something like this. Oh, God. Not exactly what I had in mind. But, you know, just for fun. Oh, my goodness. All right, you know what? We'll keep it like that. And then here's this part. I'm going to drag and drop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Control C. When I hit Control V, it'll pop there. And I'm going to paste it there. I'm going to paste this part here. And watch what happens when I initiate it. It's going to flop over here. 1, 2, 3. See? Leave the legs alone. I'm keeping the legs. Right there. Click. Right there. Click. I don't know how many frames there are for this thing, but here's the running. Oh, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? It's right here. Oops, wrong one. Put it there, click. And then this, are these the enemy birds? Well, we'll make the enemy birds the same too. Because we can. This is the trash dove version of Joust. And completely just for fun. And I will make this patch available too if you want to grab it for yourself. It'll be linked in the description below, just for fun. Alright, what are we working on here? Oh, here's the enemies right here. These are the enemies. Ah. Come on, come on, come on. We're almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Is this when they're standing there? Oh, this is when they're getting back to their... Oh, there's the vulture. You know what? I don't want to use that. Okay, this is perfect. I'll leave it just like this. All right, here we go. Here's Joust. Got to save as. I want to keep Joust original. I'm going to put this one on my desktop. Right where I can't find it, because my desktop is always cluttered. Trash dove. All right. And now, here it is. This is, again, we haven't changed the colors yet. Watch what happens when you flap. Oh, God. Oh, here I am. I'm up here now. Oh, my. All right, and you can see, so this is the interesting part of this stage where here's what it looks like. That's what we got going on so far. Really quickly here. I'm going to open that up. I'm going to open this up. This is the, and I'll show you how to do this on another video, how to change the color. My colors are 28 2C. Pause that for a second. 20, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where did it go? Here we go. 28 2C 17. Over here. This, ROM. I'm searching for 28 2C 17. So I'm wanting to change these to the right colors. 28 2C 17. 28's gonna stay the same actually. Well, we can change it to 38. So 28 2C 17. So that's gonna be 38. It'll lighten up the color of the same color. And then we need two purples. Let's go 23 and 13. 28. Which one's which though? The blue one is light and the brown was dark. So it's gonna be perfect. So it'll be 2C is now going to be, I'm looking at a color palette over here. You can search for Nintendo color palette, NES color palette. 23, 23, 13. In that order. 23, 13. 38, 23, 13. Perfect. Is there another one? Let's change this one too. 28, 23, 1, 3. I'm not going to save it yet. I don't need to. I'm just going to hit reset. There you go. Well, anyway, that's just for fun. So the link, I'll make this patch right now. It'll be listed in the description below. Thank you for watching. I'll do more of these kind of spontaneous tutorials. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Consider subscription, consider Patreon. And I love you and everything you do. Take care. Thanks for watching.